In a clip from Fox News this morning, Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law and advisor in the White House, has insulted the entirety of the black community. Take a listen in.
And again, one thing we've seen in a lot of the black community, which is mostly Democrat, is that President Trump's policies are the policies that can help people break out of the problems that they're complaining about, but he can't want them to be successful more than they want to be successful.
I want you to listen one more time to everything that this privileged, snob, smug, weaselly, mealy-mouthed racist said about the black community in about a 10-second clip. Listen in again.
And again, one thing we've seen in a lot of the black community, which is mostly Democrat, is that President Trump's policies are the policies that can help people break out of the problems that they're complaining about, but he can't want them to be successful more than they want to be successful.
Okay, so before I get a call, I'm going to do my best to do this without doing anything or saying anything that's going to get me a knock on my door from the feds. Okay, I'm going to handle this piece by piece, but let me start by just saying this. This underscores the type of mentality that this person and the Republican Party and Donald Trump has had towards the black community, period. But there are layers to the racism in this clip. Let's take it piece by piece. Here's the first part.
And again, one thing we've seen in a lot of the black community, which
period. Stop. Right there. He has written off the entirety of the black community as being a monolith, that we are all the same, and that he has the position and the standing to comment on the entirety of the black community. He feels like he has the right to not only label us as a monolith and speak of us as if we are all the same, but he feels so inclined and so privileged and so informed on the black community that this smug, racist, white, mealy-mouthed, he thinks he has the authority to speak on all of us holistically. Strike one. Keep going.
Community, which is mostly Democrat, is that
right there, mostly Democrat. This is the root of his condescension and dismissal. Because they can't benefit from the black vote, he wants to dismiss the entirety of the black vote as, oh, they're just Democrats. There's a reason black folks are Democrat. We haven't always been Democrats. In fact, we were with the Republican Party up until such time that the Republican Party decided to engage in the Southern strategy. And instead of doing very simply all they had to do, all Republicans ever had to do to peel off a huge percentage of the black vote was to just stop being racist. But instead of not being racist, and instead of getting rid of their racism, what do Republicans do? They dismiss all of us. They would rather lose a huge percentage of the black vote than to stop being racist. And because of that, they just dismiss us. Oh, they're mostly Democrat. Let's keep listening. Strike two, Jerry.
President Trump's policies are the policies that can help people break out of the problems that they're complaining about.
President Trump's policies are the policies that can help people break out of the problems that they're complaining about. First of all, he has a problem with us because we have the nerve to speak about the ills of this country. And he considers that complaining. It's not complaining when white folks march across this country and they complain about getting your government hands off of my Medicare. Right? It's not complaining when they stand up and fight for what they believe in. But when black folks do it, Jared Kushner and the entirety of the Republican Party feel like we're just complaining. Never mind. We don't even have to pay any attention to the fact that what Donald Trump is trying to do in this country is detrimental to all people, especially black people. The only people that Donald Trump's policies benefit are the rich and the elite. Never mind that. The fact of the matter is if black people speak out, we're complaining. But if white folks speak out, well, especially white conservatives, then it is a hallowed, cherished tradition of protesting. Strike three, but we're going to keep
problems that they're complaining about, but he can't want them to be successful more than they want to be successful.
He can't want. This plays into the very tired and racist trope that black people are lazy in this country. And so they feel justified in dismissing us because they just think that we are lazy and that we don't want to work hard. Never mind that our blood and our bodies built this country, right? But to a racist prick like Jared Kushner, who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and the only thing he knows about the black community is what he learned from the step and fetch it type black folks who would pat him on the back and say, "It's okay, Jared. These other black folks just don't know what we're going through. They don't understand how much you love us, Mouser." That's the only experience he has with the black community. Therefore, he believes it gives him a position and standing to speak about the entirety of the black community and dismiss us. Let me tell you something, Jared Kushner. Don't let that silver spoon in your mouth fool you. The black community is a force to be reckoned with.